game for the first time, like the first time I really ever played it. I had gotten this far when it was time for me to give the game back. I remember the day I had to give the game back, I was in the whatever village, and I remember specifically like the day I was supposed to give it back, I was in the village at night and I found that Skulltula, and I was just like, man, there's so much to do in this game. Oh yeah, I remember there's one up there, but I didn't remember how. And I remember, I mean where. And I remember like begging my mom to let me rent it again, and she did let me. So there you go.
Something I always thought was interesting is how you can walk over these Skulltula tokens like that, or jump onto them or something, and it just except for the first time, I think it just it lets you cancel it and then immediately start going. But if you use a hookshot or a boomerang to get it, it fucking like pauses your screen for so long, which is weird to me. But then
oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Then in later Zelda games like Wind Waker, every time you get a new ruby, it shows you. And then in fucking Twilight Princess, there's that glitch. Maybe it's not a glitch, it's just poor game design, but every time you restart your game, next play session, wow, this guy's got an awesome attitude. It makes his character even cooler.
I like this guy.
Yeah, dude, that guy's pretty awesome.
He's all depressed, just sitting under the tree.
And then he calls you disgusting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is totally you, Wes.
You must
Anyways,
be disgusting too. He's the cucko guy.
What was I even saying? Oh yeah, and then in Twilight Princess, you fucking have to look at the text for the ruby, for like a 5 ruby.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I haven't played Twilight Princess since like 2007.
I remember it fondly. Like you said, I sometimes run across that memory, and I'm like, oh, handsome memory.
Yeah, that's what that telling about how the last day I had this game on the rental. It's just something I always remember, but it's not really particularly interesting. I have something I want to say about this. When I was a kid, every time I would come in here, it would scare me too much and I would leave, and it took me, I don't know when I finally came in here. Like, this was as far as I got. I opened it, I saw this music play, I'm like, I don't know, it's too scary. And I would
You're
leave.
afraid of spiders, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Oh god.
And this guy, oh god, you're hideous. I have never healed this guy. I never got all 100 tokens because of how it just gives you a rupee at the end. So
sorry, go ahead.
That's just it. I've never gotten all 100 Skulltulas, but I have freed all of the regular guys, I think.
I forgot how cool he looks. His arm is still human and hanging off. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's the same guy from Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, for like every
when
character.
When you came in here, finally, did you know the spiders were there, and that's why you were scared?
No,
or
I
were you
didn't
just
know
so scared?
I didn't know spiders were there. It just looked creepy and abandoned, and creepy music played. And as a little kid, I was a pussy. So
you don't have memories of the first time you actually dared to go in, and then the spider dropped down?
I do. I do remember the first time I dared to go in, but I don't remember how I reacted. But I remember being like,
the spider.
I remember being freaked out that thing dropped down, and I probably attacked it. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Was there a reason to go into all these buildings? Like, I don't really remember what was all in here during childhood.
It's not really important.
Okay, as
we
long
can
as
talk to people or whatever, but...
Okay, yeah, not really important. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Blah.
Which is interesting because in Dark Souls, you kind of find yourself in situations where if you were to attack enemies or NPCs on site, you'd just be completely fucking screwed. But sometimes, they'll scare you and you think they're an enemy, and you get screwed. Or you think it's funny to kill enemies, so you kill people, so you kill all the NPCs, and you get screwed anyways.
I like this guy. It's like, you're just a kid and you can't read yet. And it was funny because that was true to me when I played this. Like, I could barely read.
This is Shelda.
Wahahaha.
He's like, what kind of a name is Shelda?
God, you're a faggot. I'm not letting you through here. Mr. Hero. Could you get me the key something mask?
I like how he's like, This is what an entertaining thought. A child having an actual permission slip. Okay, then I'll lead you to your death.
Yeah,
Go
you can
ahead,
go to
little
the
kid.
really fucking dangerous Death Mountain now. I've got the proper shield, so I don't even need to go to the Bizarro. Or the Bizarro, not the Bizarro.
And an active volcano.
Bizarro Superman.
Is that one of his fucking spin-offs or something?
Bizarro Superman was one of the Superman's enemies. It was the opposite of Superman, but he looked like him, sort of like him. And he lived in the Bizarro world, where up is down, and down is up, evil is good, and good is evil.
Was he wearing black?
No, he wasn't, but that would have been cool. He looked weird.
I saw a fucking person with like a Superman outfit, and it was all black, and they had like red surrounding them.
God damn, that guy talked for a long time.
Yeah, he fucking talks forever. Anyways, it was someone like role playing as that on, well, cosplaying as them in Tekken, which was pretty funny to me. It's always funny how people like get so into cosplaying for that game. It's just a fighting game, and there's like items like cake and paint balloons that you can get to just completely fuck up their costumes, which is always funny.
I want to talk about how cool Death Mountain is, and not Tekken for one goddamn second. No, I'm just kidding, but no, Death Mountain is pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, this is a very iconic area for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think for probably everyone.
It's the first time you go here. This is the point where I was like, this is a grand adventure I'm on.
Yeah, you're going up this mountain, and this has totally got to be the area that they show you when it shows the goddesses creating life, and then the Gorons. At first, from a distance, you're like, what the fuck is that thing? And it's my first time ever seeing a Goron. I'm like, what are these old boys here? And
their noises are pretty charming too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of charming, cute enemies and NPCs in this game as a child, and then you have a lot more mature statued enemies and well, you honestly have some mature themes as a child, but
and look at this, like there's this really dangerous mountain, and there's like these big spiders, but then there's the really friendly, not threatening at all Gorons,
Yeah.
And
so fucking non-threatening.
Yeah. And
well, I mean,
perfectly
even the
friendly.
guy who's like rolling around, smacking you if he comes by and you can't dodge it. You wouldn't even consider him a threat. He's just honestly like, they're so stupid. He's just a peaceful Goron.
Yeah, he's just doing that. That's it. And I want to bring up just how much the bombs set me back, because I had a hard time in the Dongo's Cavern, and I'll elaborate more on that in a second.
You can play the Sun Song next to that flag, and you'll get a fairy, I believe. It might not be a true fairy, so you might not be able to bottle it, but...
I remember that. Let's give it a try.
Anyways, go ahead.
See if I even remember. Oh yeah, the bombs just, there were all these fucking areas that were blocked off by bombs. What? No, not that. Oh, there it is. Come here. It doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't have the wings, that's why I said I don't think it's a true fairy. I don't know if it can be bottled even.
I don't think
so. Yeah, it can't. You would have got it then.
Alright, anyways, just this right here, there's all these bombs, and then there's the entrance to the Zora area, and the bombs are blocking that. And then, there's all these right here, and there's all those rocks, and I was just like, what is beyond these? I have to get the bombs. It just drove me crazy.
Yeah. It's annoying when you think it's progressible by doing, I remember looking at the bomb flower and hitting it and doing all these things, trying to get it to pick it up, and because you don't know at that point that you just can't physically do anything with it yet. It's not some puzzle you have to figure out. You have to progress.
Yeah.
But with new games before, the age of, let me just Google this, you are sitting there exploring everything thoroughly before you try and progress.
And plus, you couldn't just Google shit when we were playing this.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I didn't even know what Google was.
I swear to God, there's some way to get that heart piece as a adult. I mean, as a kid, but I don't remember how. But I've done it before. Do you remember how?
Yeah. What do you have to do?
Because it's something like you have to jump off right here or something, but I can't
You
even
have to,
get
like,
off.
backflip. You have to backflip from a certain area.
Where? Oh, this right here, probably.
I think so. That's what I thought. That's what I think I remember.
Yeah, I've done it before. I'm gonna try and get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I remember in the speed
No.
runs, people try and target that, and then that sets them up with the backflip.
Come on, it keeps targeting that, though, and that fucks me
No, that's
up.
good. That'll give you a good angle. You need to be...
Yeah,
Yeah, I told you you should have... Oh, you save state. How ungenuine.
yeah, but when I go to press Z again, because I have to hold Z to backflip, it just traps me in that.
True.
I've done it before. I know you can do it. No, damn it! Oh, wait, I think I have to get the bracelet first so I can throw it and then do it. Alright.
Maybe just... Well, you can back tread and then sidewalk into the right angle and try it again, dude.
I'll just wait till I get the bracelet because I've already gone in here.
Well, then you can just... whatever.
It doesn't matter. I have to come back out there anyway and throw that.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely true. Goron City. This place is pretty cool.
I love
like
this
everything
place.
else in this game.
I love this place. When I was a little kid, I fucking really loved this place. It was really interesting. I mean, I just liked the way it looked. I liked the Gorons. I really liked the music. And I finally found that place where, you know, I was like, this is the place that it was blocked off from in that that teleporting room in the Kokiri Forest. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so this is that place.
I like the amount of fucking culture that shows that shines here.
But yeah,
with the Gorons.
And it's not like the other parts of Hyrule or the Kokiri Forest or anything.
Also, it's not like this huge grand city, but it's a pretty cool small little area that with a bunch of different levels. So that's not like that's an unorthodox scheme for a city, which is pretty cool for a bunch of rock people. And then you have that really cool music that just makes you feel so, like, you know, I don't know, it's really catchy, and you don't mind at all being here for extended periods of time.
Also,
but it is honestly a little barren if you spend enough time here. You're just not gonna find enough things to do that will keep you here.
I wanted to say too that in that room back there, you know, that was just that where I kept hitting the rock. You know, how the music plays, the Kokiri music plays right there. That, on top of that just being cool, as a little kid, that made me feel really nostalgic for Kokiri Forest. And I had just been there recently, like, you know, maybe a few days ago, and I was already feeling really nostalgic for it.
But then just also thinking about how far, are we going to do voices or something?
No, that's what I imagined him being like. And he says, what the heck?
I don't know. I imagine him sounding like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, I can see that too, but I always imagine being like, oh, I'm Darunia. I'm a lion.
He's got the mane.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say. He typed in all caps. He was pretty fucking pissed.
he was serious. Those goddamn Dodongos. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need help from any humans. Now get out of here, human.
We need a Stargate Enterprise. Wait, no, Star Trek episode.
Yeah, I was about to say. And something else that's really cool. Well, I mean, this right
okay,
here.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say a joke. Just
shut up.
continue.
This right here, you really just think he's just standing in front of some statue, and that's the end of it. But back there is the fire temple. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the way they did passages in this game.
Yeah, I was about to say from the other one. You get a huge sense of how far you've traveled when you go back and hear that music next to the boulders. But then as the game progresses, you know, you get all these cool shortcuts that are done really cleverly, and that's pretty cool.
I'm going to try and do the thing that makes this thing in the middle start moving so I can... Oh wait, I can't do that yet anyway. I've got to go back to the forest.
Are you sure you can't? I think you can.
No, I have to be able to pick up the bombs, and he doesn't let you do that till you play him Seria's song.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
I forgot you have to go all the way back to the forest. That sucks.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I thought I could...
I always forget.
I thought I could just do it now. And we went to the Sacred Forest Meadow, like, early on and everything, and we still have to go all the way back.
Yeah.
So this isn't
we should
even
cut. We should cut, I think.
cut from here to the Sacred Forest meadow.